Let's talk about data loss prevention. In this video, we are going to talk about the data loss prevention introduction. What is data loss prevention? Importance of a DLP, types of DLP, components of DLP, implementation scenario, and then finally the summarization. Let's take a look at a real world example of DLP implementation. ABC Corporation, a financial institution, implemented a DLP solution to protect its sensitive financial data from data breaches. The DLP solution has the following features which they have implemented: email filtering. It prevented employees from sending sensitive financial data through email. USB blocking. It blocked the use of USB drives to prevent data leakage. Endpoint protection. It installed software on endpoints such as laptops and smartphones to monitor and prevent transmission of sensitive data. As a result, the ABC Corporation was able to prevent data breaches, protect its sensitive financial data, and maintain compliance with regulatory requirements. Let's take a look at another real world example of DLP implementation. Company XYZ is a large financial institution that deals with sensitive customer information, including social security numbers, bank account details, and credit card numbers. The company has implemented a DLP solution to protect its data from data breaches and data leaks. The DLP solution is configured to monitor all data leaving the company's network. The solution is also configured to classify data based on its sensitivity level. The company has defined three sensitivity levels for data: highly sensitive. This includes data such as social security number, bank account detail, credit card numbers. Moderately sensitive, this level includes data such as customer name and addresses. And low sensitivity levels, which includes data such as company newsletters and public announcements. The DLP solution is configured to block any data leaving the network that is classified as highly sensitive. For data classified as moderately sensitive, the DLP solution sends an alert to the security team. And for classified data classified as low sensitivity, the DLP solution allows the data to leave the network. So, what is DLP? Its importance and examples? Let's see. The DLP, or the data loss prevention, is a set of tools and techniques designed to prevent sensitive data from leaving an organization's network. It is an essential component of any organization's cybersecurity strategy. The DLP aims to detect and prevent data breaches, data theft, and data leaks by monitoring and controlling the movement of data. DLP is a crucial component of modern cybersecurity strategies, especially for organizations that handle sensitive data, such as financial institutions, healthcare providers, government agencies, and more. DLP solutions can detect and prevent sensitive data from leaving an organization's network through various channels such as email, file transfer, USB drive, cloud services, and even printouts. These solutions use a combination of technologies, including content inspection, contextual analysis, and user behavior analytics to identify and classify sensitive data. Once sensitive data is identified, DLP solutions can apply various policies and controls to prevent unauthorized access, sharing, or modification. These policies can include blocking, quarantining, and encrypting sensitive data, or alerting security teams to potential threats. DLP solutions can also help organizations comply with various data protection regulations such as GDPR, HIPAA, etc., by ensuring that sensitive data is adequately protected and controlled. Now, let us talk about what is DLP. DLP is a set of tools, processes, and policies designed to prevent the unauthorized transmission of sensitive information. DLP solutions work by identifying, classifying, and monitoring sensitive data as it moves through an organization's network. It aims to prevent data breaches, protect confidential data, and ensure compliance with regulatory requirements. Data discovery. DLP solutions can identify and locate sensitive data throughout an organization's network, including structured and unstructured data and data stored in various formats and locations. Data classification: DLP solutions can classify sensitive data based on its content, context, and other attributes such as its sensitivity level, owner, and purpose. Data monitoring: DLP solutions can monitor data usage and access in real time, tracking user behavior and detecting potential threats or policy violations. Data protection: DLP solutions can apply various policies and controls to protect sensitive data from unauthorized access, sharing, modification, or destruction. These controls can include encryption, access controls, and quarantine or blocking of suspicious activity. Compliance: DLP solutions can help organizations comply with various data protection regulations such as HIPAA and GDPR by ensuring that sensitive data is adequately protected and controlled. And lastly, incident response. DLP solutions can help organizations respond to data breaches and other security incidents quickly and effectively, minimizing the impact of the breach and preventing further damage. In short and sweet, DLP is essential for organizations that handle sensitive information. So, importance of DLP is to those organizations like financial institutions, fintech companies, healthcare companies, government entities, and so on. A data breach can cause severe damage to a company's reputation, loss of customers, and hefty fines. With DLP, organizations can protect their sensitive data, detect and prevent potential breaches, and maintain compliance with regulations. So, what are the main components of DLP? Prevention: it aims to prevent the unauthorized transmission of sensitive information through various means such as email, USB drive, and cloud storage. Monitoring: it involves continuous monitoring of network traffic and user activities to detect and prevent data breaches. Policy management: this component involves defining the policies and rules for identifying, monitoring, and protecting sensitive data. Policies can be based on specific data types such as credit card numbers or social security numbers, or can be more general, such as policies for protecting confidential business information. Data discovery: this component involves scanning the organization's network and systems to identify where sensitive data is located. This can include scanning databases, file servers, and endpoints to identify data at rest, as well as monitoring network traffic to identify data in motion. Data classification: this component involves categorizing data based on its sensitivity levels. This can include identifying PII or personally identifiable information, financial data, intellectual property, and other type of sensitive data. Data classification can be automated based on policy rules or can be done manually by users. Data monitoring: this component involves monitoring data usage and access to identify potential data breaches. This can include monitoring email, file transfers, network traffic, and other communication channels to identify when sensitive data is being accessed or transmitted. Incident response: this component involves responding to data breaches and incidents in a timely manner. This can include blocking data transmission, alerting security teams, and taking other actions to prevent data loss. And last, reporting and analytics. This component involves providing uh, reports and analytics on data usage and incidents to help organizations understand their risk profile and improve their DLP strategies over time. What are the several types of DLP? Email filtering: it involves filtering outgoing emails to prevent sensitive information from leaving the organization. USB blocking: it includes blocking the use of USB drives to prevent data leakage. Content filtering: it involves monitoring and filtering network traffic to detect and prevent the transmission of sensitive information. Endpoint protection: it involves installing software on endpoints such as laptops and smartphones to monitor and prevent transmission of sensitive data. Network DLP. This type of DLP involves monitoring and controlling the network traffic to prevent data leakage. It is used to prevent data breaches that occur due to unauthorized access to network resource or data. Network DLP can be further classified into two types. Active network DLP. This type of DLP involves real time monitoring and blocking of sensitive data. It is used to prevent data leakage by blocking the transmission of sensitive data in real time. Passive network DLP. This type of DLP involves monitoring network traffic for sensitive data without actively blocking it. It is used for monitoring and detecting data breaches, but it does not take any action to prevent data leakage. Endpoint DLP involves protecting data at the endpoint, such as laptops, desktops, and mobile devices. Storage DLP. This type of DLP involves protecting data that is stored in various locations, such as database, file server, cloud storage. It involves monitoring and controlling access to sensitive data and preventing unauthorized access to it. Cloud DLP. This is a type of DLP involved in protecting data that is stored in cloud based applications and services such as Office 365, Google Drive, and Salesforce. It involves monitoring and controlling access to sensitive data, preventing unauthorized access, and ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. Data classification DLP. This type of DLP involves classifying data based on its sensitivity and implementing appropriate policies to protect it. It involves identifying and categorizing sensitive data such as personally identifiable information or PII and confidential financial information, and then implementing policies to control its use and transmission. And last, application DLP. This type of DLP involves monitoring and controlling access to sensitive data within applications. It is used to prevent data leakage through applications that access sensitive data such as email client, web browsers, and instant messaging applications. Let's look at an implementation case study. One example of end to end implementation is at a financial service company. The company identified the need to protect customer data and meet regulatory requirement for data security. The implementation included a comprehensive review of the network, endpoints, and applications to identify where sensitive data was stored, accessed, and vulnerable. The development of DLP policies and procedures to address specific needs of the organization, implementation of DLP technology solutions, including endpoint protection software, network monitoring tools, and cloud based DLP solutions, employee training on DLP policies and procedures, regular monitoring and testing of the DLP system through security assessments, penetration testing, and incident response exercises. The implementation resulted in a significant reduction in the number of data breaches and improved compliance with regulatory requirement for data security. So, to summarize that we all discussed before this, DLP is a set of tools, processes, and policies designed to prevent the unauthorized transmission of sensitive information. It is essential for organizations that handle sensitive data and want to protect their data from data breaches. DLP has three main components: discovery, prevention, and monitoring, and several examples such as email filtering, USB blocking, and endpoint protection. Implementing a DLP solution can help organizations prevent data breaches, protect sensitive data, and maintain compliance. The scope of DLP is quite broad, covering a wide range of data protection and activities and technology. It is an essential component of a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. Organizations can use a combination of these different type of DLP solutions to protect their sensitive data from breach and ensure compliance. The DLP system typically involves a combination of software and hardware components that work together to protect sensitive data and prevent data loss. The specific components and capabilities of a DLP system will depend on the needs and requirement of an organization. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you find this presentation informative. If you liked the video, please click on the like button and leave me a thumbs up. And also, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Thank you.